Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. Today is a recipe which some subscribers have been asking me for a very long time, and that is the Odisha special dalma. Dalma is basically a kind of a gravy sabji which is made with some lentils, that is the dals. Either you use only tur dal or a combination of dals along with a wide variety of vegetables and certain spices. And the recipe for dalma, I understand from the friends whom I have spoken to, that it varies from each household with some slight variations there might be. And I also understand that it is part of the Mahaprasad used in the Puri Jagannath temple. And since it's a temple type recipe, they don't use any onions or garlic. And the masala is very simple when it is made in the temple, where they only use a tadka of jeera. In the home style, we might make a slight variation in that, but eventually the taste is going to be really great. So first let me make the masala. Here I am just going to dry roast all these ingredients. I have some jeera or cumin seeds, dhania, coriander seeds, dry red chilies, little bit of black pepper, few pieces of cinnamon, cardamom and cloves. Now we can dry roast all these ingredients together in a pan. Dry roast it over a low flame without burning the spices, and you also get a wonderful aroma. Now I'll just transfer it to my blender jar, allow it to cool down to room temperature, and then we'll grind it into a powder. Traditionally, these dishes are made in a mud pot. That is why I'm using a mud pot today. If you want to have faster cooking, at home you can use a pressure cooker also. We'll add some water, about 3 to 4 cups of water, and bring it to a boil. I have soaked half cup of tur dal and 1/4 cup of moong dal and soaked it. You can make it with tur dal alone also, but this also gives a good taste. The water is hot and coming to a boil now. We'll add the soaked dal to it. Add some turmeric powder to this and a spoon of ghee. We'll cover it and allow it to cook till the dal is nearly 3/4 done, because then we'll add the vegetables and they will also cook along with the dal. Now vegetables you can take whatever is available. So generally, as I said, we don't use onion, garlic, and we use these. Here I have taken brinjals. This is raw banana. I have chopped them. You can chop them to fairly chunks like this. A yellow pumpkin, drumstick. This is parval or pointed gourd, because some of the vegetables I cannot tell you in all the languages. And this is this taro root or arbi also I have taken. Also I have taken one sweet potato, peeled and chopped. So all these vegetables you keep it in water, the brinjal, raw banana, sweet potato. Now let's check the dal. See, it is more than half cooked. We can start adding all the vegetables. First I am adding this arbi or taro root. Next the sweet potato, the yellow pumpkin. This is parmal or pointed gourd, drumstick, banana and chopped brinjals. Here I have a piece of ginger which I have grated. We'll add the grated ginger. Add salt. I'm adding a little more water for the vegetables. Now we'll cover this and cook it till the vegetables are also well done. Meanwhile, our dalma masala is also powdered and ready. While we are waiting for the dalma to get cooked, I recollect an interesting story. All of you must be familiar with the Mahabharata. When the Pandava princess had to go into exile in the forest 12 years, and then 1 year, the final year, the 13th year, they had to be incognito, that is, they should not be recognized by anybody. That way they had to stay. So then each of the brothers disguised himself in a different form and worked in the king's palace, and that is how they spent that 1 year without being recognized by anyone. Now we know the second brother was Bhim, and Bhim was very fond of food, and not only was he fond of food, so he had to be stay in a way that he would not be recognized also. Then he decided, during this Virat Parva, he decided that he would go to the king's palace, and in the king's kitchen he would get a job as an assistant with the cook. This way neither will he be recognized, and also he wanted to make sure that he would never go hungry. So the story goes that he goes into the king's kitchen, and one day the chief cook tells Bhim, today it is your turn to prepare the dishes for the king. Now I want you to make something using less of oil and which is very tasty too. So Bhim at that time was not a great cook, but then he said, I have to make something now. And the legend goes that he just took whatever he had. He added some pulses. And Orissa cooking is known for a wide variety of vegetables which they use. He added all the vegetables which he could get hold of and some simple spices and presented to the king. And that was the starting of the Bhim Rasoiya, which is also very famous. A particular type of cooking used in the Mahaprasad also. So this is one of the legends associated with this dalma. So what was the first time this dalma was made? Dalma, dal plus these vegetables was presented as a dish, and the king was very happy. So we should all thank Bhima for that. Let's check the dalma now. Lovely, the vegetables have boiled well and the dal is also cooked. We have got the perfect consistency. Now we have to add some grated coconut to it. You can add about 3 to 4 tablespoons. And also this blended masala, dalma masala, we can add to that. Just allow it to cook for 2-3 minutes more. See, it is boiling well and ready. We'll switch it off. Finally, we'll do the tempering. For this, we have to do the tempering in ghee. So you can take about 2 teaspoons of ghee. Add some cumin seeds and also a little bit of hing. I'm using the hing crystals today. See the beautiful way it's boiling even after removing from the stove. Every time I use this clay pot, I just love to watch that. And now pour this tadka or tempering over the dalma. Immediately cover it with a lid so that you retain the lovely flavors and aroma of this ghee and hing to it, and of course the roasted jeera too. Your lovely dalma is now ready. We have made it in the traditional style. And if you have any of this dalma masala powder, you can always store it in an airtight box and use it as required whenever you make again. See, let me show you the consistency of the dalma. Now this can be served either with hot rice or with roti, whichever you prefer. So today I have prepared some rice to go along with this dalma. Do definitely try out this traditional recipe from Orissa cuisine, and thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen. We'll meet again with another interesting video from Geeta's Kitchen. Thank you.